Hey guys, it's Infinite. I'm here playing some Ground War Domination on launch. And right off the bat, you guys are going to notice I'm using the FAMAS. Something that I've said recently, and I'm a little bit of a hypocrite here, but I pretty much never use this gun or the 74U. There was an exception, so let me explain. I was playing with my three friends from school, two in which are really good. So we have a 4-team party in Ground War, and Ground War is really easy to do good, even if you're alone. If you have more players, you're just going to definitely win every game and do well. Well, you got three real life friends. You got Reed. Reed's pretty bad. I've talked about Reed before. Then you got Brian, and then you got Joe. So Brian is the type of player that will have the most action every single game. By this I mean he's going to have the most kills and deaths added together every single game. Whether he goes 40 and 30 or he goes 60 and 10, he's going to see the most people. So he's not necessarily in first place every game, but he's going to have the most kills and deaths added together. He's been doing this for years, and I like the aggressive playstyle. I like the will to win. Then you got Joe. Joe is probably one of the best players in our school. Excluding me, I'd say Joe is one of the best. He's a really strong player. Him and Brian they're pretty close, but Joe's a strong player too, and he kind of has a similar playstyle to me. So after about 2 or 3 games of shooting at people, getting assists, I had like 12 assists a game before this, not having the same killing power as the FAMAS. I said, you know what, I gotta switch it up. I gotta use a gun with some power. And then I said, before I go all out with the FAMAS extended mags, I'll keep it a little fair. I'll use a silencer on it, so it's not too bad. My perk loadout here is Ghost, Sleight of Hand, and Tac Mask. I was trying to get Tac Mask Pro at the time. I do have Tac Mask Pro when I do play this game, which is a rarity. I use Tac Mask Pro in every class. I don't see any third perk that's better than that unless you're playing game battles and you're using Ninja, or if you're playing an objective type like Capture the Flag, then you want to use Marathon. Marathon Pro. I would never use Marathon without Marathon Pro. If I was to ever use Marathon, I'd get Marathon Pro right then and there. So that's pretty much it for the gameplay, guys. So I want to say a few weeks ago, I asked you guys what you guys want me to talk about, and I talked about some things. I talked about a few commentaries ago. I talked about games that were coming out, which was something you guys recommended. Figured that was really easy, straightforward. But another thing that at least a person, maybe 2 or 3 people, asked me to talk about was Modern Warfare 3. Now, I don't like to speculate, really. I don't like to expect anything to be good or bad or anything like that. I said I didn't expect Black Ops to be that great, and it wasn't that great. So I like to just let things happen, and obviously there's not much to talk about. But I will say that, and this has nothing to do with really Modern Warfare 2 online at all, but as a whole, and when they review games, you look at IGN reviewing Call of Duty or Battlefield, they focus a lot on the campaign. And believe it or not, guys, there's this huge online community of people who play online, but there's also a huge amount of people who don't play online and buy games just for single player. They'll buy Call of Duty for single player and then play it casually online and stop playing online. So I think when it comes to graphics and it comes to overall campaign and just the epicness of the campaign, I don't think Modern Warfare 3 has a chance against Battlefield in that area. There's no way, unless Modern Warfare 3 has a new graphics engine that we don't know about, which I'm not counting it out. But unless they have a whole new engine that we don't know about, there is no way it's going to look better than Battlefield 3. In my opinion, Battlefield 3 is the best looking game to date on console. So I think Battlefield is going to have it beat in terms of single player. That means that they better pack a huge punch with multiplayer. And I think they will. So obviously, like I said, none of us know anything about this game, and I don't like to speculate. So what I'm going to do today is pretty much tell you guys what would be my ideal Call of Duty, what I would love for them to do. Now, I think we can all agree that if you take the best things about, here's a nice little knife spree I go on here. Look at these bad aims. But if you combine the great things from all the Call of Duties, I think we could all agree. This is such a fail here. Look at this. I was so pissed. I should have had dogs. Don't chase people. Just don't chase people. Steve, I'm doing commentary. Sorry for the interruption, guys. My brother just walked in. Just got home from school. But back to what I was saying. We could all agree that an ideal Call of Duty is pretty much a combination of elements from all the past Call of Duties that have come out. And like, there was problems like Danger Close Noob Tubes and Commando in Modern Warfare 2, and then Black Ops fixes that, but then they have bad hit detection. In my opinion, I think they have horrible maps. I think these maps are way too big. I feel like every map's designed for ground war and stuff like that. And then you have gun balance problems. So, an ideal Call of Duty for me. I think the ideal Call of Duty is to have sniping, like, so I'm going to go down each weapon here. Sniping, just like COD 4 was made. And I think that's a great way to do it. I think it's not too overpowered. I think it's just perfect. It's not going to annoy you. It takes skill to do, stuff like that. So you're going to have sniping like COD 4. The map design, I think a nice little combination of Modern Warfare 2 and COD 4 works. I think some Modern Warfare, or some COD 4 maps were a little too open. Like, some maps really pissed me off with snipers. But you know what? They could go straight COD 4 maps as long as they put Juggernaut. You could give long lines of sights. I won't be annoyed if there's Juggernaut. If there's not Juggernaut, I like Modern Warfare 2 type maps, and snipers really never annoyed me in that game. And sniping is the best in Modern Warfare 2, so that should tell you something. So like I said, Modern Warfare 2 / COD 4 maps are the area of size and lines of sight that I enjoy. In terms of assault rifles and balance, I think Modern Warfare 2 did the best job. I think all the assault rifles were pretty much balanced with the exception of the F2000 being horrible, and I think that game did the best with assault rifle balance. So I would definitely use Modern Warfare 2 as a reference point for that. In terms of SMG, sorry guys, balance, I want to say that COD 4 probably did the best job with that. Even though the MP5 was probably slightly better than everything else, COD 4 did good SMG balance, so I would definitely look at that for SMG balance. And light machine guns were never balanced, but no one really cares about them. And that's pretty much it, guys. So I think that would make the best game. And then obviously the hit detection of Modern Warfare 2 was great, and the connection of Modern Warfare 2 was great. So if they could take elements from these games, combine them, and then obviously just make new improvements like getting rid of last chance or second chance, I think we have a great game. And it's definitely got potential to be a perfect game. But my biggest problem is, if it does end up being that perfect game, is this franchise done? I mean, not done, but like, they need something fresh. So on top of what I said, they also need something totally fresh, like kill streaks in Modern Warfare 2 were, and something to keep me want to keep coming back, because I'm kind of sick of this game. Not saying I'll keep playing it, just I feel like Modern Warfare 2 was my last hurrah in terms of playing it a ton. Alright guys, final score here is 39-4, and I'll talk to you guys next time. Alright, see you later.